So, today's video is going to be a bit different from what you're usually seeing from me. Normally I make a bunch of funny haha videos, and today I'm talking about the channel. For the three, maybe that might be stretching it. The 3 people who care. I know a recent influx of subscribers has come in from the Jackson video that I made. And I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. I was kind of hoping that the people who came into the channel would help it grow a bit more, but I'm not sure if that's really happened. It's kind of hard to tell, to see if my recent subscribers have actually been watching my videos. So maybe people have subscribed without really knowing what my channel is about. And that's the thing. My channel isn't about anything. It doesn't, it's not about anything. I have a tendency to have, like, creative bursts that go through, like, cycles, I guess. And you can see really obviously how this is, like, played out when you look through my videos, through my channel. And how there are just, like, chunks of, like, where it started off. I don't even remember what the first videos on my channel are. I think the ones that are currently there might be animations, unless I deleted them because they were bad. But the earliest videos I remember making are, that I know are on the channel at least, are the 17-second and less plays. Or the 17-second or less plays, even. And then it probably goes into, like, more general gameplay, and then I think it goes into my music. No, it goes into my live action sketches, then it goes into my music, and then it goes into my my shit posts. Whatever those are. And that's never going to stop. I don't have any plans on it stopping. I don't want it to stop, really. And the idea of the channel coming forward is that I will never have, like, an upload schedule, and I'm not going to be sticking to one type of content. However, what this also means is that if I ever stop doing something, I probably haven't stopped doing it forever. Like, I've recently been thinking about making more 17-second or less plays, because I know some people like that, and I've been playing some games enough to the point where I'm like, yeah, I could record some gameplay of this, and it could be funny. So yeah, basically, if I've done something on the channel before, you can expect to see more of it, but not straight away. Unless, you know, that's what I'm currently doing lots of. That's pretty much all I really want to talk about with the channel. Hope, you know, I don't want to make YouTube my job, at all, because it sounds exhausting. I've, like, listened to, like, top creators talk about how just fucking awful it is. Like, you're just constantly producing content. I don't want to feel like I need to produce content, because that's exactly how I, A, stop being interested in producing content, and B, produce content that I'm not happy with. This is just like a hobby. I can't make money off of it if I wanted to, and even if I did want to, or rather, even if I could, I don't want to. Because, you know, there's things that I'd much rather do to make money. If you really want to support me as a creator, support my music. Because that, I mean, you know, unless you think it sucks, in which case, you know, whatever. I think it's great. Personally, I think it's fantastic. But, you know, maybe I'm a little bit biased. I do have plans to make music again soon. I do have an idea of what I kind of want to do. But I don't have any ideas for songs, like, by themselves, individually. I have an idea for an album, basically, which isn't a lot to work with. but I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, if you want to support me, either buy my music on Amazon or Apple Music. I literally don't know how it works on Amazon Music, but apparently it's on there. Or just listen to it for free on Spotify, like who cares? And yeah, and shit like that. Or you can just donate to me. There's a link on my Twitch page, which is like essentially dead now. I don't stream on Twitch anymore. Just because I don't feel like I'm doing anything with my time that's worth streaming. You know, if you guys want to watch me literally do nothing for like hours at a time, whatever, I can stream that. I don't think anyone wants me to do that. And let me know in the comments what kind of content you want from me, because then I'll probably be more likely to make it, you know, because as much as I like to make content that I like, I also want to make content that you like. You know, content that you think is funny or cool or whatever. You know, if everyone in the comments is like, make more music, then I'll actually start the album, probably, and play around with some ideas. Or if everyone in the comments is like, I love Wacky Jack, you know, I'll think of some more Wacky Jack sketches. But yeah. That's basically the whole gist of this video. Oh yeah, and the speed paint that's going on in the backgrounds. Yeah, I'm actually, this may look like it's sped up, but I'm doing it in real time. Because I'm just a god. You know, it's whatever. I should probably, in hindsight, I probably should have spent more time thinking about things to talk about. But otherwise, the speed paint is going to be very fast. There are other things that I want to talk about that are like less pressing, but I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. Oh yeah, if you want to see more speed paint stuff, go ahead and let me know. I know I haven't streamed recently as well, but it's not like I'm not doing anything worth streaming. It's I'm usually not doing anything worth streaming. Like I have been doing the D&D sessions, which I feel like would be a bit weird to bring back in the middle of them because of just general stuff. It was a bit of a pain to stream the D&D because it took a lot of, well, I say it takes a lot of setup. It takes like 15 minutes of setup. But I'm already setting up a bunch of other stuff and doing a bunch of other work on the D&D without streaming it. So it's just like I just don't want to be exhausted. Also, it really sucks splitting my attention between the players and chat. It's really awful, and I feel bad, you know, when I fucking mute and deafen to talk to chat, and I feel bad when I don't mute and deafen to talk to chat. You know, because it's like, oh, you know, I'm supposed to be interacting with my chat, but I'm also supposed to be interacting with my players. So it kind of feels like I can't do both, and that's why I actually stopped. You know, the whole setting up is just like, you know, icing on the cake or whatever. It's just extra. I haven't felt a desire to stream recently either. My streams usually don't do very well, and I'm coming to the conclusion that I'm just not an interesting person to watch. I just might not be an interesting streamer, which I think is less true when I have more people around with me, because I'm a very kind of reactionary person, I guess, and I'm way more sociable when people are talking back, you know. So it's kind of, I do want to stream Doom, and I haven't played it, even though I want to play it because I want to save it for stream. But at the same time, I think I just shouldn't really stream games that I'm like, you know, that aren't co-op and I can't talk to people in, and that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that I've been doing, is playing Cookie Clicker, which I'm definitely not going to stream, because that would be just abysmal. Even if people wanted me to stream that, I wouldn't stream it, because it would just suck. It would just be a lot of waiting around. People might say that they want it, but they don't, because they wouldn't watch it. They would think it would be funny for me to do for like 5 minutes, It's like, haha, he's streaming an idle game. That's pretty funny. And then the joke ends, and then he's still playing the idle game. Ugh. Lots of things have been going on as well that have sort of, I guess, I don't want to say paralyzed me, but it's like I'm faced with a lot more indecision than I used to have. Just because of things in general. I'm not going to go into them. It's just basically mental health stuff. And, you know, me questioning whether my problems are like real problems. I mean, they're real problems to me, but like compared to other people, like, are people facing problems as bad as I am? And am I just like a fucking wuss for not dealing with them? And I know everyone's going to say, oh, you know, however you feel is valid. And it's like, I get that, but that's not the point. Like, you know, I'm not saying that I shouldn't feel upset. I'm saying, like, should I feel upset for the amount of effort I'm putting in? Because of the nature of the problem. And no one in the comments is going to be able to tell me whether that's true or false, because I'm not going to explain the nature of the problem, because that's not the point of this video. But basically, that's going on, which has also led to sort of like a creative downpour, because I'm spending a lot more time in my life thinking about that instead of thinking about anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you do like feel bad for me, like I demand your sympathy. No, I don't care. If you do want to support me, let me know what you want to see more of. If you really do want more streams, you know, you miss my streams, I will do more of them. I have mostly stopped just because it feels like I'm not very interesting to watch. Which is fine. You know, if you guys don't think I'm interesting to watch on stream, I get it. You know, it's perfectly fine. I'd rather know than have everyone say that they do enjoy watching me and then still not show up to the streams. I'm like, well, I don't know why they're not doing well. I know also, like, watching streams is kind of like a bit of a commitment, and I haven't been watching that many streams recently either. Other than the Dota 2 TI, which is going on right now. That'll date this video a little bit because it fucking came out in October. Yeah. Basically, to sum everything up, I don't imagine the channel is going to take off, and if it did, I don't think I'd care. I mostly would use it as just a platform to advertise my music, if that did happen. Which it already is. I've already done that before multiple times. I already have my music on my channel. I think my channel is where my music does the best, actually. Which is weird, because I don't want that to be the case. I'd much rather it be anywhere else. Because it's a lot easier for me to monetize and sort of expand based on that. Like, I think if I go on my channel right now, let me have a look. Oh, this might play my, whoops. I look at my channel right now, and I Wish I Were a Single has 168 views. Like, the whole EP has 168 views on my channel. I don't want that. I don't want that to have, like, a lot of views. Because it doesn't really help me, if you know what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain. It's not good for growing my platform and my audience, because I don't know, dude. I'm kind of talking out my ass here. I'd much rather it be on Spotify, because it's more likely that I get sort of put into the limelight on Spotify, because there's less there. You know, it's like on YouTube, there's like you have to sort of wade through an infinite pile of shit to get to the good videos. And that makes, and also just like shit like, when, you know, if you're not hitting like 10k views per video, you're kind of just never gonna get recommended or even thought about. And even when that does happen, even when you do get recommended, like the chances of people clicking on the videos are just so low. Mostly just because my thumbnailing is bad and shit like that. And that's because I don't put a lot of effort into my YouTube, and because I know that it's not going to take off and I don't care. Geez, I really ramble when I don't have a script. Yeah. I managed to turn that like 1 minute summary into a 5 minute explanation. Alright, let's start the summary again. Point of contention 1. Is that the right word? Contention? Whatever. Point of contention 1. The YouTube is never going to be solid. It's always going to be fluid. I don't want to make the same type of content forever. I never will. And if I ever do that, I will die. That is like how you know the channel's about to die. Point of contention 2. I don't expect the channel to take off. I'm not treating it as if it will, and if it does, I'm literally just going to use it as a like a slingshot for my music. Like, hey, if you guys like my content, check out my music, check out my mixtape, bruv. You know, shit like that. I don't feel bad about doing that, just because, well, I don't feel bad about saying that, just because I don't imagine the channel will take off, and I've already been using the channel like that anyway. Point of contention 3, speaking of music, if you want to support me, check out my music on Spotify. I'll probably have a link to it in the description, or in the comments, or I'll come to your house and force you to install Spotify if you don't already have it, and then just type in my name on Spotify. I'm Story of Sharp Leon on Spotify, just like on YouTube. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of my music videos after the Jack Swans video did get like attention, and like really nice people saying like, oh, I love your music, and I'm like, thanks, I love my music as well. At the risk of sounding, you know, narcissistic, I do love my music as well, and I think you kind of have to, otherwise you're an insane person. I know that there's a lot that I need to learn, probably. I don't know what that is that I need to learn, but I know it's there. Well, mostly the stuff that I need to learn is like sound engineering stuff, which I only sort of look up on like a need to know basis. You know, when I'm making music, I'm like, oh, I need to do a thing here. I should probably look this up. Some guy on YouTube makes FL Studios, and he's a bit of a hunk, and he's also really good at explaining things to my child idiot brain. I did it again, didn't I? Whoops. Oh well. Stop him! He's going on a ramble! Bring in the K9 units! Bring in the SWAT teams! No, he's going nuclear! No! Yeah. What I've mostly been doing is playing Minecraft as well. That's point of contention 4. I'm probably not going to stream for a while. My streams will be, unless people really want them, in which case I will stream. Because like I said, I feel like my streams are just not doing very well, and that's because people just don't care. And that's fine if people don't care, because I don't want to say I only care if people care, but I do only care if people care. I do only stream if people want to watch. I don't think Twitch is a good place to build a platform, just because there are so many people who are already doing that. It's so easy to get into, and there's like such a minimal amount of effort required to stream. And you know, I'm not bashing streamers or anything. You know, I am one. Or I used to be one. Those were the days. So I'm not saying that streaming doesn't take any effort, because I know it does. I just noticed that Audacity tells me that I have 310 hours left of disk space for recording, so I better wrap this up pretty soon. You know, we're looking at the we're looking at the fucking, 20-minute mark. That's like nearly all the way to 310 hours. If I just say what I just said 930 times, then I'll run out of time. I'll probably also die from sleep deprivation, but that's just side stuff. That's just collateral damage. I'll run out of disk space. I'll run out of disk space, which is even worse. Shut up, you're going on another rant! I know. This was an intentional rant, because it was funny. Yeah, those are pretty much all the point of contentions. Buy my music!